Hey guys, how are you doing? In this video, I'm gonna go over my strategy on how I'm making at least $500 a day trading Solana Memecoins. It took me a few months to perfect this strategy. I've been using this specific strategy for a very long time, but it took some adjustments for this specific market. But right now it's working very well. And it is relatively easy to make at least some money every day. So what I use is Dex Screener as my site to get price information and alarms, make my watch lists, and do technical analysis, all that kind of things. And I also use Jupyter to make the transactions, and also a Telegram bot called Solbot. I'll put all the links to these tools in the description. So first of all, what I want to discuss is the how you select your tokens to trade. Because there are, thousands of meme coins. Every day there's another 1,000 launching, and most of them are actually scams. And to, effectively be trading, you shouldn't be engaged with any scams. So you have to kind of make sure that you decrease the probability of trading a scam. And you can do that by having certain filters on whatever you trade. So typically, the older a project gets, the less likely it is to be a scam. So that is one thing, because most of the scams are actually going to zero within 10 minutes of launch, and rarely do they last longer than a few hours. So in Dex Screener we can actually go to Dex Screener itself. You can click on filters, go to Solana if you're trading Solana meme coins, and go to Radium or Orca. You can select that. Then for the liquidity, well, there needs to be enough liquidity to make sure that we don't impact the price too much for whatever position size we're trading. But generally, if the liquidity is more than 100,000, then, for example, a buy of 1 or 2 SOL is not going to affect it by much. And typically, the higher the liquidity, the less likely it is to be a scam. Although it's not entirely the case, but it's a general rule. Okay, then for the FDV is the market cap, fully diluted value. For this, you don't want to trade meme coins that are below 1 million or 5 million market cap. The lower you go, the higher the chance that it can be a scam. Now, if you're planning to hold for longer, then it can be interesting to invest when they are at a lower market cap. You can get the most gains, obviously, but of course it's the highest risk. And it was not something that I was definitely, interested in, because I got just scammed way too often. And it was just a losing area to be active in. Okay, so I'm looking for at least 5 million FDV per age. Well, let's say it should be older than, I don't know, 100 hours. I have no idea. Just needs to be not new. And for the volume, these days you need at least 1 million volume. This number changes, depending on activity in the market. It used to be 400k, now it's 1 million, 5 million, what you want to see. So once we apply these filters, we already have projects that are very unlikely to be a scam, and this is the ones that I am trading, basically. So what I would do then is I would go over the charts, basically. So I just select the charts and have a look at them. And what I want to see is I want to see momentum. So that's our second indicator. So the first indicator is that we need to select the right coins to trade so that we're not getting scammed. Preferably it's also good to select the coins that are, shielded a lot, that a lot of people are talking about, because, more hype a token has, the better it is for us to be trading it. Then we're looking for the momentum. So that's the second part. Momentum is basically identified by something that is going up and increasing in the pumps and decreasing in the dumps, basically. So high momentum is just going up hard. And we want to select coins that are, very aggressively having an upward momentum. Once we see, something like this happening where momentum is, dissipating, we don't want to engage in this kind of price action. Ideally we want to buy this dip, we want to buy this dip, but here we would, be less interested, because at some point we do expect it to shift back down again. So that's our second indicator. Look for coins that have momentum. Once you have a coin that is likely not a scam, is being hyped, has a good community, has some momentum in it, then we're going to look for an entry. Okay, so for example here, Peng is, we see decent momentum. So, this is still in development, this wave here. So if it does something like this right now, then not sure if I really want to trade it then, but let's say that it makes a very nice move upwards here. Then I would be interested in looking for an entry. And what I found was a very successful strategy is supply and demand. So of course, there's many ways that you can trade in a market. There's so many strategies that you can use, and a lot of them are probably working, but I know for myself, I've tested a lot of different strategies, and supply and demand seems to be working very well in these kind of markets. And if you're not familiar with supply and demand, I would say Google it, as I am doing right now. There's a lot of information about it. It just means that whenever there's a very small consolidation and price is moving away very quickly from that consolidation, it may be a zone of demand, because there's a lot of people that are waiting to get in on that price, and then once price is coming back to that zone, it's gonna initiate a bounce. It's typically also a place where price tends to hold back, so it's difficult to go below that. And it is something that is very very evident in memes. So for example, here is an area, and you can see that this area held price very well. Well, of course it can dip below a tiny bit, that's completely normal. But if you're gonna look at all these different meme tokens, you'll see actually that the supply zones are really strong, and they tend to work very well for this sector. So that's what I focused on specifically, just using this supply and demand, and it's been working very well, I can say. I've tested a few different strategies, but this one was just absolutely bonkers. The win rate is probably above 80%. And the moves that these coins are making is also crazy. But you can actually see here on my Twitter, if you go to Token Flippers, you can see all these zones. They are very responsive. I basically journal every trade that I do, and you can see the reaction for yourself. So that's basically how I've been engaging with the meme coins on Solana. There's, of course, as I said, there's many ways that you can do it, but I think this is a very nice strategy. So if you're looking, to have a certain edge, or have a certain strategy to buy, I would definitely say go look into this. All right, so that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video.